Standby mode is by far my favorite thing about iOS 17. Here's everything you need to know about it in under 1 minute. To enable standby mode, you just have to take any iOS 17 device and place it horizontally on a MagSafe wireless charger like this. It could be any charger, it doesn't have to be Apple. There's lots of different menus in this main screen here. There's 2 widgets, you could scroll through them anywhere from date to stocks on the left. And then on the right, you have some more personalized stuff like weather, events, and reminders. You can set these yourself to whatever you want to be. I like this layout. Then if you swipe to the right, you'll get access to more layouts. This one's photos here. They cater these into different albums automatically, from places to pets. I really like how they set all this up. Then if you swipe right, you get the final option, which is full screen widgets. I don't like these one as much because they don't have as much utility, but they are really clean. I do like this map one though. A few other pieces of functionality and things to note. This does stay always on if you have a phone that supports it, like the iPhone 15 Pro, but it does have a night mode, so when it detects the light going down, it turns this red, which is easier on the eyes. There's also this music interface that if you're playing music, you could swipe up to hide it or tap this dot here to show it back up. I like this a lot. And it does, of course, support notifications. They'll pop up here in this really nice interface, makes them really hard to miss. And because I know you guys are going to ask, this 3-in-1 charger thing I have here will be linked to my bio on Amazon. So that's standby mode. I use it at my desk and my bedside table. I love how it looks, and I love the extra functionality it adds. I hope that was helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I appreciate every single one of you. This is how I use this new finance automation tool to set up this ridiculous smart home automation that whenever I buy more than 2 items on Amazon in a single day, it turns all the lights in my office bright red, reminding me of my terrible financial decisions. I was able to set this all up using a tool from a company called H&M Bradley called Routines. It basically lets you trigger and execute automations based off anything financial, things like bank accounts and credit card transactions. This is one of the coolest tools and use cases for automation I've seen in a really long time. Let me just jump right into it and show you how it works. The platform looks like, and it's really straightforward to use. You basically have a trigger for your automations and then an action that triggers off that trigger. And this could be anything financial between all of your accounts. It's basically Zapier, if you know what that is, but for all things financial. It also costs nothing to use, which I didn't mention, and it is totally insane. The main use case here is going to be moving around money based on these triggers, whether that's putting money into savings, paying down debts, or paying off bills. The one we just set up there has it so when our paycheck is deposited, it automatically pays our rent. Same with the one here, we're going to set up to automatically pay our bills when our paycheck is deposited. You can also get so much deeper with these automations, you can have them be really custom. Having more complex ones that split a certain percentage of your paycheck or any deposit into your accounts into a bunch of different bucketed savings accounts. Or maybe whenever your checking account reaches over $1,000, depositing that into a savings account. Or maybe to cash out your credit card's cash back whenever it reaches over $10. There are so many different ways to utilize these automations to tweak them to be as complex and simple as they want to help out with whatever your financial goals are. If you want to be able to wrap your head around how you could better implement these automations, H&M Bradley has a really good resource of a whole bunch of different pre-built ones on their website. You could also import them directly into your account if you want to try them for yourself. So that's the basics of the platform, and it's cool enough as it is, but they also have a bunch of external connections, which makes this extra powerful, where you could do things like connect to a smart home. Let me show you that. So once you go up and set up your automation, you're able to add an external event, whether that's an SMS, an email, or a webhook to trigger your smart home like I did. But realistically, you're probably going to use things like the text message a lot more. This is really useful for things like telling yourself to stop spending when, say, you spend over $25 on food in a given day. There's just so much flexibility here, and the platform is so easy to use that you're able to set up these automations to fit really whatever your use case might be. So that is H&M Bradley's new financial automation platform. I am a huge fan of companies like this that are not only rolling out automation to the masses and making it accessible, but implementing it in such a way that's actually saving people time, and in this case, money. If you want to check out H&M Bradley's automation platform, you'll be able to find that in my bio there. And like I said, they also do have high interest deposit accounts, credit cards, all that stuff if you like them, but we're talking about automations because that's my thing. If you guys have any questions at all on the product, or if you want me to dive deeper into it, please let me know in the comments and I'd be happy to answer them for you. Thank you to H&M Bradley for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys especially for watching. I will catch you in the next video.